All right, I'm prepping for the next Battleground season. I've had this Immortal Iron Fist for quite a while. Like, I want to do something with him, so I put it up on Twitter. Rank 3, use an Awakening Gem, at least get him to Sig 1. What do you think? The poll said, yep, go for it. Followed closely by, no, he's not going to be good, but I do want to see it, so let's have some fun and see what this guy can do. Welcome back to the channel. All right, I think the opening pretty much covered it. There he is, rank 3, Sig 1, did use a Mystic. It wasn't a generic, I believe it was a Mystic Awakening Gem on him. So we've brought him up. I am curious to see, I have already been knocked out of my own tournament. Not really a shock, but I was already knocked out, so I will not be competing in the knockout stage, but I am competing in Ghost Dogs, which we're starting. And I wanted to see, I've had this trophy champion for a while. With the banquet event, some rewards have really been coming in. I could take some funsies, let's call it rank 3s, and I don't think really hurt my account too much. So let's see. Now, he's very limited, right? There's not even text for his SP1 or his SP2 or his SP3, and off his heavy attacks, he can nullify a single cruelty, a single fury, and a single precision. So he's not really suited for the game as now, nor where it's headed. But can he get those armor breaks up enough to get some good damage? And right now, he's got 4, and we're seeing crits still in the 3s and 2s. That's really not good. Now, we're going to take a look at him with some synergies that really do help, right? And we've seen that with the regular Iron Fist. Him do some pretty impressive things. But right now, these armor breaks aren't staying on very long. There's not a tremendous amount of them building up, right? It looks like either we're not critting that much, or we're getting bad RNG. I think it's really, we're just not critting that much. The armor breaks aren't staying on very long. They're not refreshing or anything like that. So this really isn't shocking. And I have to say that, like, right now I'm like, okay, I have this is a cool looking character. I love all the gold and things like that. But I don't think he's going to be making my Battlegrounds deck. But let's at least take a look at him with some synergies and see if maybe he can be a fun quester. Okay, we're going to speed up through some of the end of that fight just to save you all the pain of watching it. But I did want this for reference, right? So the fight took about 1:31, right? And we have looks like a 95 hit successful hit and combos. So let's go ahead and take a look at him with these synergies that are, one's even extremely new into the game. So this is with Black Panther. You can see a 25% armor break potency debuff. That's obviously going to be a big deal, be helping him out significantly. A nice critical damage rating. It's nothing incredible, but it is nice to have. And this is with Jessica Jones. She obviously just came into the game. I do not have the 6-star, but this is the 5-star. And this one I think is actually kind of cool. The issue is well-timed blocks inflict a stagger debuff for 2 seconds. Perfectly timed blocks inflict a Fate Seal. So you could use the Fate Seal there, but the stagger's only for 2 seconds. So you have to time that really well, and he wants to be landing his armor breaks, which means he wants to be attacking, not blocking. So you'll see how that plays out in the fight. We've got this with Kingpin, in my opinion, probably the best skill champion in the whole darn game. And it's not bad for Kingpin, right? This entering with 2 additional rage, that's really helpful. But another plus 25% armor break duration, which we talked about, could be really, really good for him, and potency. So our armor breaks are getting a lot stronger here, and 25% duration is not a terrible thing. And then here, each hit of the special attacks are guaranteeing critical hits, really super nice, and gain a flat 35% personal armor break ability accuracy. So that's a really big deal too there, and that's with Shang-Chi. So I'm seeing a lot of positive things from people who have Jessica Jones. Yusafa in my own alliance has him. You can check out his channel. It's an amazing channel. A really, really kind guy with some great battlegrounds. He's made it to the knockout stage again in my tournament, but also big crystal openings if you're interested in those. I know a lot of people really enjoy those, and some great war videos. So I'll link his channel in the description if you want to see some Jessica Jones gameplay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So we've got him all synergized up. The exact same fight we've already taken a look at. And I think we're already seeing a difference, right? Well, I'm getting punched in the face, so that's not good. But you're already seeing that the armor breaks are up. Let's see, they're going to stay up a little bit longer. We're still seeing only crits in the 2s and 3s, but as we get the armor breaks going, they're actually going to get not bad. So we've got the stagger up, which is nice. You see the damage increase from the special. It's still nothing amazing, but this is not looking bad. To me, this is a champion that I'm like, I wonder if I would take into Battlegrounds, because he's keeping those armor breaks up the fate that stagger is not bad, and then the fate shield could come in really handy if you wanted to try to use it in it like you do with Hood. Special 2 still not doing that much. It's like about 30,000 damage, but it's obviously with, I think with these armor breaks, I think it's his combos that are supposed to be doing the damage. But as you can see there, we're still seeing non-crits for less than 1,000. This is a rank 3. This is not what you're hoping for if you're going to be using him for serious questing or definitely in battlegrounds. We'll take a look at one more fight. This wasn't terrible. That special 2, not so bad. So I think if you can really get the armor breaks going, you might have a little more, but you can saw the fight duration there was a minute 9. It looks like I was pretty excited to get to Venom the Duck here. And this one's not bad, actually. This one kind of made me wonder. So it's about 195,000 health. So this would be a pretty big health pool for Battlegrounds as it currently starts. So let's go ahead and get in here. And I think this one goes a little bit better as far as getting the armor breaks up. There's an interesting mechanic too about like regular parries versus the perfectly timed block. This kind of reminds me of Shang-Chi and how he functions a little bit there. But you can see this isn't going badly. Think about it, we're 19 hits down. We've already taken off about 27% of the health here. But it's for me, it's the armor breaks, it's the frequency with which you're actually getting them, and then it's how long they're actually staying up. Like you see we're at 7 now. Now we're hitting some nice numbers. There's the crits in the 6s and the 4. Without the crit, it's dropping down pretty low. So, you know, right now, I think I would lose a lot of credibility if I told you all this is an amazing champion. I'm very excited to take him to rank 4 soon, right? Like that would be that would just be ridiculous. But he is fun. He is fun. It's cool to have him. I'd love for him to get like a gentle tune up there. I mean, this isn't bad. There's a fine champion. I wouldn't want him to be game breaking. Let's see if we can get to that final scene there. I don't think any of that would be game breaking if he would like just got those synergies into his kit. It would update him, make him better for the game where it currently is and where it's headed. I mean, we get these trophy champions, we kind of want to use them. At least I know I do. I was very excited when I pulled them. And you would look at this, I mean, that's 200,000 health, getting it down in a minute. That's pretty impressive. I think that would be exciting to people. And he's obviously not, like I said, gonna break it. We just did the top 15 champions overall in the game. This wouldn't even be in I did the 3 tiers, right? Like the Goldilocks, the Broken, and the Flirting with Broken. He wouldn't even be Flirting with Broken. Not even close to it. Wouldn't make the top 15 champions in the game. Not even sniffing it. Thank you so much for watching. In the big picture of things, would I actually ever recommend you do this? Absolutely not. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.